Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. For those who I haven't had the pleasure to meet, my name is Daryl Shore, and I am a proud graduate of Jesus School. Today, I spend a lot of my time working in New York, where I focus on finance and corporate social responsibility. But tonight, I have the honor of telling you about my experience at JZU. My mom enrolled me in JZU in kindergarten, and I went through JZU up until 8th grade as a scholarship student. A little bit about me. I was born in North Philly to parents who suffered through alcohol addiction. Their addiction eventually led to their inability to adequately provide for me. However, when I didn't have a safe place to stay, Father Neil, Burr, and Sister Ellen let me sleep in the rectory or the convent. When I didn't have lunch money, they made sure I could still eat in the cafeteria. They bought me clothes for dress down days so that I didn't have to wear my uniform and look different from the other students who were dressed down. They took me to doctor's appointments, and I could spend tonight going down a list of things that they did for me. However, more importantly, they kept me safe, made me feel wanted, and loved. Along with the other JZU teachers and staffs, they also gave me an incredible education, one that allowed me to succeed in high school, college, graduate school, and today in my career. But my JZU education extended far beyond the classroom. JZU taught me to have a strong moral compass and a sense of purpose. At JZU, I learned that my worth as a person has nothing to do with whether I came from a wealthy family or had a lot of material things. Rather, my worth is how I treat myself and how I treat other people. JZU taught me to believe in myself and to give myself unconditional love and respect. JZU also taught me to extend that unconditional love and respect to others, to treat all people with decency and kindness, and to take my blessings and use them to bless others. One other thing I got from JZU was my dad, Mark Solomon, who I met at JZU 25 years ago when I was giving him a tour of the school, and he was working along fiercely with wind to keep the school open. When I was 14, I moved in with him, and thanks to him, I totally had a different childhood than I otherwise could have dreamed of. I had a safe, stable, and loving childhood. And in addition to that, a wonderful family, including my awesome mother, Paula Solomon, and my two awesome younger sisters, Leah and Sarah Solomon. You know, when I reflect on this point in my life, I really do believe that the love, support, and education that I received from JZU is the foundation for what I've been able to accomplish. Whether it's serving on a local community board in Harlem or in my current work at Prudential Financial. You know, I want to share a funny story with you about the impact that JZU had on me. I remember this day when Sister Ellen called me down to her office, and I said, okay, I'm in trouble again. And she sat me down, she said, Daryl, I wanted to tell you that the scores for the standardized tests came back, and you scored higher than anyone else in this school. But when I look at your report card, it does not reflect that. In that moment, she basically told me that if I applied myself, I could accomplish anything. And no one had really told me that in my life. And I don't think anyone had seen the potential in me until at that point. But Sister Ellen, I want you to know that I took those words to heart, and I've held them over the years. So Sister Ellen, wherever you are, I know you're somewhere in here, I thank you a million times over for believing in me and teaching me to believe it in myself. So fast forward today, as I mentioned, I work at Prudential Financial, where I manage the firm's inclusive community strategies and investments. And in this capacity, I'm responsible for deploying over more than $50 million of capital to help individuals and communities who lack access to basic goods and services be able to thrive. I've been working at the intersection of finance and community and economic development since I moved to New York 9 years ago. And when I ask myself, why am I drawn to work that benefits others, I always end up coming back to Jesus and my dad. And the reality that they leveled the playing field for me so that I was able to shine. In the same way that they gave me opportunities, I now use my work and my personal life to try to give opportunities to others. Because sadly, there's only one Jesus, but there are tons of Daryl Shores out there. Kids with enormous potential who need a place like Jesus to help them find their way in the world, to let them show the world what they can do when given a chance to shine. So, enough about me, because tonight's not about me. Tonight we're here to celebrate and honor Win Churchill with the 2019 Jesus Spirit Medal. The awarding of the Spirit Medal was established in 2006 to recognize extraordinary efforts of individuals who support Jesus with their time, talent, and treasure. The Spirit Medal is Jesus' highest honor, and I must say that we're lucky to have past recipients here with us tonight. So I would like to take a moment and ask those past Jesus Spirit Medal recipients to stand up and be recognized. So, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for your commitment to Jesus. 25 years ago, Win Churchill made a bold decision to pull together the resources, vision, and leadership to save Jesus School from closing. As a result of Win's leadership and commitment, Win has changed the lives of thousands of kids. I can personally attest to the fact that he has changed my life forever. For it was Win who brought Mark Solomon to Jesus. And little did you know, Win, that on that fateful day, you were introducing me to my future father and family. So Win, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your leadership, vision, dedication, and overall faith in Jesus and in Jesus' mission and its children's. You are an inspiration to me and all of us in this room.